Good morning, Washington! I listen to WGMS 570 AM, 103.5 FM. Got a couple bumper Snickers here. Want to stick one of these on your car? Just make a donation of $100 to DCR TV, and I'll send you one of these. Or $50, or whatever. Send me a couple of bucks and say I want that bumper sticker. You know, I might send it to you. You know, who the hell knows? All right, folks. Welcome to DCR TV, Dave TV for the 19th, the 19th of July. So let's see. Borders is going to be closing a lot of its closing all of its stores actually. Apparently, they couldn't find a bankruptcy. Somebody to take over the company from bankruptcy. I guess they were looking at maybe selling some of their stores to Barnes & Noble or to Books A Million, but apparently that isn't going through. So it looks like as of Friday, they're going to start a liquidation sale there. So that's kind of sad. You know, there's no more Blockbusters. There's no more Hollywood Videos. There's no more Circuit Cities. There's no more Tower Records. There's soon to be no more Borders. The Books A Million here in Reston closed, so there's like nothing left. And we've got Target, Walmart. Target and Walmart's practically the only places left to buy DVDs anymore. Anyhow, if you wanted to read all about the Barnes & Noble closing, and you got your Washington Post this morning, why, golly gee, there's a nice picture and a caption, but that's it. There's no article. Of course, if you get the Freebie Examiner, you actually got a whole article on the closing of Borders. You know, the Post, I'm telling you, this paper is getting more mediocre by the day. By the day! But of course, what is it, about the 8th story in a row here from Paul Farhi and Murdoch's Tangled Web. You know, I'm enjoying watching the downfall of Rupert Murdoch because I've never liked the man, but hey, I don't know. I think this paper's maybe overcovering it a bit. Whatever. Check this out. Friends sent me an Aircheck of Channel 7. I don't know when this was, in the early 80s, I think it was. And it has an old movie on it with the commercials cut out, but there's actually a tiny little bit of a commercial here for WMAL. And if you can see here, there's Harden and Weaver. There in a freeze frame. I took off the video. Now I'm going to play this, but it's just a small smidgeroony here. I really wish he had saved the whole ad here because the movie isn't so hot, but I love the ads in between it. So let's see if I hit play.
Information station WMAL. You got it all on WMAL AM 63. Here's Dodge.
Yeah, see how the ads are all cut out? And then we go back to the movie here. But it's kind of neat. I'll show you the little break here. The movie, it's the old Sex and the Single Girl movie with Tony Curtis. And then we go to the Channel 7 4 o'clock movie thing. This, I think, was like 82 or something.
Information station WMAL.
But anyhow, it would have been cool to see that whole ad. But what the heck? What the heck? All right, folks. It's a Tuesday. What does Tuesday mean? It means it's time for some more radio ratings. We've got the 12 pluses up there for the first week of July. And they're up on the website, which is, of course, DCRTV.com. But I thought I'd give you some breakdowns of the morning numbers, 2554 key money demo, male, female, okay? So this is the mornings. These are just the weekly numbers for the first week of July, which is actually a period of late coming. It's really kind of like late June, but anyhow, FLS 21st. Look at this now. Starred MAL there. I started because it just shows how bad their ratings are. And the 25 to 54 money demo, they're 19th. You know, that means basically WMAL's audience is very, very old. I'd say, you know, 2/3 of it is over 50, which ain't good for advertising. VRX are 19th. LZL PGC is not doing well in mornings. Poor old Big Tigger is still kind of limping along below most of the station is actually doing not badly in their other day parts, but they still have a problem with mornings. 17th there. There we go with Sports Talk 980 TEM. We've got a three-way tie for these stations here. Fresh, Big, Praise 104.3. Tommy McFly just started at WIAD 94.7 Fresh FM, and he didn't do too well in the 12-plus numbers. He's 19th. MMJ, Tom Joyner isn't doing so hot either. They're over there on 102.3. That station is showing some weakness of late. GTS, 13th. KYS, Russ Parr, 9th. Jack Diamond on Mix. The Junkies, they're doing okay. They're nice guys. I like the Junkies. They're nice guys. But, man, you know, sometimes you think if Washington only had a really killer morning sports show, the Junkies would be in the gutter. No, it's true. You know, the Junkies are good enough. But since there's nobody any better, they do pretty well. MZQ Boxer 7th. Wash, Lou, and Laurie at 6th. WAMU Morning Edition. There we go with Steve Harvey. Big in Japan. Alphaville. Oh, I love it. Hot 99.5. There we go. Elliott. And, of course, WTOP. These are the morning numbers. And, of course, the afternoony numbers. Afternoons. 2554 male to female. For the first week of July. Again, look at MAL. Man, MAL needs to get rid of Hannity. They need to put a local and live afternoon show on that station. And then we got the VRX FLS, Big, GTS, Praise, Fresh, MMJ, again, not doing so hot. TEM, RQX with Carsoni, LZL, KYS, MMZQ, DC 101, WAMO. I'm covering the numbers up there so you can't see them. JFK, Arrington, and Chad Dukes. Chad Dukes is really Don Geronimo Jr. They actually cloned Don Geronimo, and that's how they got Chad Dukes. Interesting, but true fact. PGC, Wash, HUR, Hot 995, and of course TOP is tops in the afternoons. Monday through Friday, 2554 in that crazy old demo. All right, folks. And what's the big news? Big news, Nat Albright. Nat Albright, a longtime sports guy on the radio. In his 90s, I believe. He passed away on Monday. And cool guy, really cool guy. We've got a video of one of his interviews with Out of the Past, a really cool radio show that's on Fairfax Public Cable TV that I did. I didn't do it, but I've done one of their episodes. But anyhow, check it out on the DCRTV mailbag today. That's Nat Albright. He worked at WMAL, WEAM, and WAVA. I remember him on WAVA. Back when 105.1 had an all news format. Arthur Arundel did back in the 70s. I remember listening to Nat Albright. He had that voice, very distinctive voice. Nat Albright with the sport. Anyhow, other big news, WFSI 107.9 is apparently being put up for sale. The company that owns it is Family Stations, that Harold Camping, the guy who predicted the end of the world a while back. It didn't happen, of course, as we all know. But apparently it's up for sale. At least they're going to be selling that station, and they're going to be selling the Philadelphia station, 106.9 WKDN. So 107.9 is a pretty good signal. It's a very strong station, but it does have an adjacent channel, 107.7 WTOP's Northern Virginia outlet. So it's not so great in Northern Virginia, but it does cover, the central and eastern D.C. suburbs and all the Baltimore metro and a good chunk of the eastern shore. So interesting to see who's going to be bidding for that. I could see WTOP wanting it. I could see BAL wanting it for an FM relay. I could see Radio 1 possibly wanting that for maybe putting a gospel format up into Baltimore. That would do real well. Really, Radio 1, they could put a gospel format on 107.9, which gets great coverage into Baltimore, and they could do easily a top 5 station out of that, I think. With some signal tweaking, I think they could. Something like Praise 104.1 here in D.C., which doesn't make it up into Baltimore because of 104.3 WZFT, Z104.3. Okay, that's the big news for today. 19th of July. Thanks for watching. I'm tired. Pop music. One cool song after another. This song was Robin Scott. He was an executive with the BBC. And remember, he put out some crazy album with all this kind of synth puff, but it was really cool stuff. Pop music there. Hey, I'm telling you, if 105.9 flipped to this stuff, I tell you, they would double their ratings overnight. But nobody listens to me. All right, thanks a lot, folks. And don't forget to stay tuned.